Okay, well, I didn't mean to do that. Anyways, so I just wanted to quickly do a real thing. Oh, by the way, hi, how are you? Anyways, so we're doing more 6.1, okay? And we're doing the bunny festival thing because I want that freaking egg. I want to be eating eggs all day and also freaking get that minion. But I just want to take a moment to appreciate just this. Just this. Just look how many people there are in the PvP area. Just look how many there are. Like, my god. Man, like, your GP and the devs have literally outdone themselves. Because, like, it's not just, Crystal Conflict that is, like, making this happen. It's also that they also renewed how freaking the jobs work in PvP. And it's vastly improved in my opinion. It's way more funner. We don't have to freaking worry about millions of freaking things to do. Millions of things to keep track of. There's only literally to like one button, and that's usually your limit breaks or your other freaking things that you have. Okay, and that's the thing that I appreciate the most, and I'm loving it. I'm maining Dancer for PvP because I have found that Dancer is actually pretty freaking fun in PvP, at least for myself. And I at least want to say that that I've been dancing on people with Dancer. So yeah. Anyways, that's just a quick thing that I just wanted to look at. But let's go to the Bunny Festival. Or the Easter Festival, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it the Bunny Festival. Because it's, Easter based and bunnies. Also, you can say Chocobo or whatever have you, but whatever. Anyways, let me just go here, and then let me go here, and there we go. So, how's been everybody's, Jay? How's everybody's been? Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. Yeah, how's everybody's day? Yeah, definitely. No, day. How's everybody's day been? To be honest, mine has been good. Except for apparently I'm slurring my freaking words like a freaking maniac. So that's the thing. But yeah, I think it's probably because I'm like, to be honest, like, I'm a bit sleepy, but then again, that's just me. I'm a sleepy sheepy, so yeah, that's just. I mean, I just don't know what else to really say. But yeah, hopefully hopefully your day's been good. Hopefully you're not like me, sounding like an idiot, and all. But yeah. But anyways, let's get this underway. Also, I like the sound, the soundtrack that they put on this one. You get the papaya, papaya. But yeah, it's weird bunnies with chickens. Hippity hoppity, happity. Hippity hoppity, get off my property. Anyways, let's go. Okay. Let me just lower my volume on my side because it's a bit loud for me. Okay. Happy hatching tide to you, friend. Are you the excellent or exquisite decoration? Are you the exquisite decorations you see about you? Wait. Oh, are the... I literally feel like sometimes I have like ADHD, dyslexia, literally any other freaking like attention retentive, freaking mental illness. Because seriously, it's like I know that the is there, but I totally just did not see it, and it just, oh my gosh. Okay, are the exquisite decorations you see about you to your liking? Yep, they actually look pretty good. Gotta be honest, they look way more elaborate than last year. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Wait, I know that phase. If it isn't Soma, what a pleasure to see you. As it happens, I was visiting by Most Curious Dream again this year. In it, brave adventurers, not unlike yourself, were going about town handing out decorative eggs in the company of chickens and odd-looking rabbits. Okay, that's a cool thing. Anyways, truth be told, I have struggled to grasp its true meaning. Still, if the past is any guide, the best way to get to the bottom of this is for us to recreate the image from my dream and see what good fortune it may bring. To that end, I invite Master Pollen, Limsum Lamentus, primitive chicken farmer, and his flock here to Gradania. Furthermore, placed in order for fluffle or of rabbit-esque. Okay, literally, it's resembling the ones from my dream. So they're literally like puppets, but like constructed by what she saw, huh? We have, however, hit us a bit of a snag. It would appear the hens have not yet gotten acclimated. I don't know how to say that word. To their new environment. And they've been raising quite the rustic. Hold on a minute, just. My freaking mouth does not work today. To make it nigh impossible to retrieve the eggs they lay. Might you be willing to lend a hand? That sounds excellent or exciting. I would say excellent, but whatever. Now that's a man after my own heart. You will be compensated handsomely in spectacular rewards, of course. The one perhaps needs some work. Yeah, kinda. It's really kinda hard to say. In any case, Master Pollen's chickens are being cooped at the Great Loom, Brownlee. Might I ask you to travel there and give them a look? My friend, Nonata, works there as well, so I would be most grateful if you could also ensure that she's not overly haired. Oh my god, today is gonna be a freaking struggle. Oh my gosh, I like last time I was like, oh yeah, let me just read all this text and actually, somewhat succeeded. Today, on the other hand, that's a whole different situation. Because that's not happening. Oh my gosh, okay. Dash. One more dash. And there we go. I'm glad I'm ranged so I can actually just sprint as much as I like. Let me hippity hoppity to where this is happening. Happening. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I remember you. Pray forgive me. I'm feeling terribly exhausted at the moment. Ooh, those look cool. I mean, the new list that this guy has. And it was, dude, I swear I am so ADHD prone. I don't know if it's because I've been playing video games all my life and that's why, or what have you, but it's like, I look at things like, I want to comment on that specific thing that has nothing to do with anything else I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Anyways, the hell sent you, to hell. Well, that is the most, appreciated. Well, this is the most appreciated. That is most appreciated. Okay, well, that is most appreciated. In that case, allow me to explain. Let me explain this greatness that is befallen upon you. Okay, hold on. Let me just do a thing real quick. Just a little thing here. You know, just a tiny little bit thing. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Just hold on a bit. Don't even worry. Don't even worry your little heads about it. You know, this is why you gotta set things up, or else you're just gonna feel weird and not at all like do anything. I forgot to set up like all my stuff. Uh, hmm. Okay, great. That was a whole entire waste of time. Couldn't do a thing except, you know, do nah. I tried to remove this image right here, but then the app that I usually use to do that does not. It's not a thing that that makes it possible because for some reason they decided to kaput itself and frickin' just do all that BS. So yeah. Well, that's totally useless to me, anyways. Okay, so needless to say that that has only driven the chickens into even more of a tizzy. It's been a veritable battlefield. Master Paulin is doing all he can to keep the creatures contained, but even he seems just about at wit's end. Hold on. Oh my gosh, okay. Ah! What the hell? Master Berlin, has our lost line of defense been breached? Oh, the poor man. Oh god. They're escaping. They're taking over. The chickens are finally taking over. Run for your lives. It's quick, quick, quick. Quick, quick, quick. Egads, that's one of them, are fearsome invaders from the gods known where. God heavens, or good heavens, they both look at it as if they're out for blood. Whatever are we to do? Let's fucking kill them. Let's fucking kill them in cold blood. No, let's try, let me try to calm them down. Don't look at me. I think we can solve this problem by force. Yeah, let's just try to calm them down first and then just, seeing how things are. Such bravery. Not that I expected anything less from you. And in that case, good luck out there. And remember, close observation of both parties is the key to a successful... Really? I mean, yes, I know frickin' how politics work, goddammit. Hey guys, wanna take over the world with me? Drawing upon your extensive experience in confronting myriad savage beasts, you gaze upon the two bloodthirsty creatures intently, taking in their every move and facial expression. It's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bro. Like, you wanna fucking go, bro? The chicken and the bunny stand at odds, neither willing to give an elm in their grudge match. Or so you assess the situation. Yeah, no, they're both very, very just pissed at each other for some reason. How fascinating. The chicken is understandably on its guard, fearing that the rabbit is targeting its eggs. But could it be that the bunny too harbors some resentment of its own? Probably. I don't know why he would be mad. I mean, I get why the chicken is mad, but why the frick is he mad? Now that I think about it, this creature bears a most uncanny resemblance to the rabbits Jihal described from her dream. I did some research on my own before you arrived. According to the tomes, it is so a rare creature that many consider it simply a myth. Have you by any chance encountered any similar during your travels? Now that you mention it, I totally don't know who would. Don't say. I would have expected no less of a well-traveled adventurer such as yourself. No doubt you are already aware, but these most unique creatures are known in certain parts as happy bunnies. There's something about their long ears, fluffy tails, and hippity-hoppity manner that brings a smile to one's face, yes? Why, legends has it that simply encountering one is a sure sign that good fortune is headed your way. While they are not precisely the same creature, perhaps our most unique guest will also have a similar auspicious effect on us. You there, Mr. Bunny! If you are truly as happy as hard as your counterpart of legend, might you not make peace with these fine chickens and cooperate with us to make this year's festival an extravaganza of memory and good cheer? It's like, no, fuck you! It's like, hey, get your ass back here! Oh. But this won't do! Why, our harbinger of happiness is fleeing from our very grasp, and our last chicken is running off with it. Something must be done. If Jehal's dreams are to be trusted, I never known them to be anything but. Those bunnies and their unique power are the key to making this year's Hatching Tide Festival a rousing success. I beg of you, friend, follow those creatures. They may lead you to their fellow escapees. I do the same just as soon as I see to Master Paulin's wounds. I wasn't able to make out where they were headed, but no doubt there was an eyewitness or two nearby. Regather what information you can and round up the little critters as best as you are able. We can rendezvous back in town with Jahal. Jahil? Jahil. Anyways, where the frick did they go? Where are you bunnies? Hippity hoppity, get your butt back here. Okay. Well, that's a sight if I ever seen one. Bizarre looking bunnies and chickens racing by me as if possessed. They were headed over that way towards New Gridania. I can only hope that they don't cause too much of a stir in town. Well, we're going to frickin' New Gridania. Oh, they're over here. Hey. Hello. Chickens and rabbits. They were headed for the Etherite Plaza. Go after them if you like. The adders don't pay nearly enough for me to get mixed up in all this. Yep. The job of an adventurer is not easy, since really you don't. I mean, you get paid a lot, but then you do also things that don't pay anything. Chickens and rabbits. Oh, I saw a whole army of them running off to the Carlin canopy. Great, we have to frickin' go outside. Dude, are you telling me we have to go and touch grass? I don't want to touch grass, man. That thing's filthy. Why would I want to do that? But you know what? If we must. Oh. Hey! I think it's the same person. I don't know. How do you get around so fast on those tiny legs? I cannot cut out. I'm not cut out for this. What's that? They're weird now? Good gods. For good gods. Understood. I'll enlist the service of an able adventurer right away. Hey, I'm an able adventurer. Modern teeth. Really? Don't sneak up on me like that. Wait a moment. Are you perchance an adventurer? Yep. Nonata sent you in search of the bunnies, you say. How fortuitous. That link protocol just now was from her, and she tasked me with doing the very same. Just between you and me, however, I've yet to catch a single one. As I was running after them, their friends started showing up one after the next, and before I knew it, a verbal legion of them had hippity-hoppity their way into the 12's wood. I fear there's far too many of them for the two of us to handle alone. I go and call for reinforcement. Could I tell you to go on ahead to the mirror planks? According to Nonata, that's where they're sighted. Okay, in the meantime, I will do best to rally others. Okay, so basically just saying like, hey, all these adventures that are coming in, yeah, they're also doing the same thing because that bunny told them to. Anyways, I'm gonna just go and run. Oh, that's where they are. Actually, I can just. I can literally fly there. I just realized I can literally fly there. I'm coming! And by that, I'm going to a destination particularly that I had in mind previously, not the other thing. This is over this mountain, and there we go. That's a lot of hippity-hoppity freaking bunnies. I did it! And by I did it, I mean I didn't do it. I literally caught none. I got none of those. Now I have to frickin' wait here. Like the rest of these fools. These foolish fools. That also didn't cut any. Which also means that I'm also a fool. A foolish fool. Okay. Well, guess we're just doing our thing here then. Okay, I think that's new. That's a new thing, probably. I have no idea. Like a new boarding set for the Chocobo. If not, I have no idea where the frick to get that. Well, actually, I don't know where the frick to get that in general, to be honest. So, yeah. But anyways, we're just waiting here. Oh, look at that. They got the frickin' mount. Great. Well, this is so much fun. Just waiting for things to happen and all. I am so bored. I guess we're just gonna wait here. Anyways. So. I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna talk about. Because to be honest, it's just like, I mean, we're just waiting here. Patiently. A bit menacingly. Yeah, why the frick does it take so long? Like, literally, it's like, bro, just give me the fate. Give me the frickin' fate. I want the fate. One chocobo, two chocobos, three chocobos, four chocobos, five chocobos, six chocobos, seven chocobos, and then frickin' 8 chocobos, 9 chocobos, 10 chocobos, 11 chocobos, 12 chocobos, 13 chocobos, 15 chocobos, 16 chocobos, 17 chocobos, 18 chocobos, 19 chocobos, 20 chocobos, 21 chocobos, and I'm so bored. Literally, it takes like a freaking millennium. Can we just... So we're just waiting here. Why the frick does the music cut out anyways? It's like, that's the thing that I'm kind of just always like... I think that's my one nitpick, is that the freaking music just decides to cut out and then freaking immediately starts up again in a random freaking period of time. Oh my gosh, that's the thing that I can freaking not stand. Sometimes about Final Fantasy 14, and if you're literally in the overworld, the music just stops. It literally just stops. And you have nothing to listen to except for the ambient sounds. And you know what? If I were to listen to the ambient sounds, I would just mute the music. And I wouldn't freaking, you know, be listening to it. That being said, this is a pretty good freaking, good song. And all that. You know, the only reason I haven't even left is because I don't want to freaking miss a thing. Or accidentally miss the fate again. But my god, does this... this is just boring the hell out of me. Well, if you haven't clicked off on this, you know, video yet, most sadly watching this after the stream, I just want to say, like, what? Just skip forward. Just skip forward. Like, I mean, there's nothing gonna happen until the fate starts, okay? Literally, there's nothing I can do here. Except just wait. Just freaking wait until the heat death of the freaking universe. Yep. Yep. I have no idea why I decided to play Final Fantasy 14 and, you know, and to be honest, I don't know why I'm doing this event. If I knew I had to wait, I would have just done the, you know, the remaining 6.1, you know, story. And then probably filled that a little bit more. But now I'm just waiting here patiently, waiting for this fate to happen. Yep. Ain't this freaking freaking-tastic. That's a nice looking dragon. Wait, is that a freaking... Hold on. Wait, hold on. Do you get that from like do you get that from like a special event or what? How the frick do you get that? That's the real question. How the frick do you get that freaking dinosaur? Makes no sense. I mean, I know how. Actually, that's one of the new mounts. Wow, more people are coming over, and that says, okay, well, those two are just sneezing at each other. Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that fan-freaking-tastic? Yep. Oh god, these goobies are gonna take over. The girls are fighting. Oh, you can't see it, but like, there's like people are chatting and everything. Oh my gosh, now everybody's gonna just summon all the goobos. I don't even have freaking a goobo. Could have had one, but I didn't do the freaking treasure trove event, so that ain't happening. I did, however, let me see my mounts. Oh yeah, and I got this one. The white liner. As you can see, the Gobu and its natural habitat. Never mind, fucking bunnies! Bunnies! Bunnies, they're here! Finally, they're here! Oh my god, we just needed the Gobus to do the ritual! The ritual of summoning! Get your asses back here! Get your ass back here, boy! Freaking won't ask you again! Get your ass back here! There we go. Come on. Oh my goodness, it's so hard. I don't even know if I captured any of the freaking... Okay, I did. I did do the thing. Okay, cool. Thank you to the Gobus for summoning the stuff. Also, I just realized that the moon has a gigantic hole in it. Makes sense though, since you know, since the thing happened. Anyways, I am off to do the rest of the events because I ain't freaking doing that again, okay? I only want the minion and then probably the eggs, the egg emote, okay? That's all I'm here for. I ain't freaking grinding that fate. You know what, let me just do that. Let me just do that. I have no idea how long that was, but I felt like a freaking eternity just waiting for that freaking for that fate to appear. Yeah, my gosh. Anyways. Oh, Soma, say no more. I've heard everything. My sincerest apologies for all the trouble we've had to put you through. But let it suffice to say your efforts have been all but saved this year's hatching tide from disaster. Some stragglers are still running about, but we'll capture the better part of the both flock. Nonata, Master Polin, and my colleagues should be able to round up the rest in due time. But there's even more good news. It seems the exercise went a long way to soothe our savage chickens, and with retrieved eggs and ambulances to decorate. Or in abundance. Not ambulances, that's not how you spell stuff. Frickin'. Oh my gosh, my brain. Oh, Nonata, Master Paulin, allow me to thank you for your efforts as well. I was just sharing the happy tidings with Soma here. So, are you not longer trying to frickin' kill each other to death? Wait, is this perchance one of the happy bunnies that were the source of this whole hullabaloo? Why, they truly are the spitting image of the little critters that came to me in my vision. Seeing how calm and well behaved it is now, I can scarcely believe it gave you such trouble. Your other chickens are resting easy now, I gather. Look, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry I tried to fucking kill you, bro. No worries there. To hell, my dear. My birds have spent up all their nervous energy and are relaxed now as I ever seen them. Why after their little spat, it even seems that they've come to a mutual understanding with their fluffy new friends. Cool. Just saying. But what's with him in the freaking chicken hat and having no fucking anything else? Makes no sense. I'm about to say that the rabbits too are now obeying our attendance with scarcity a peep of argument, and wouldn't you know it, just before one of them handed us this crystal. Could it be? Why, they truly are harbingers of happiness and good fortune. That is a gigantic hop. I have a good feeling about this, Soma. Do come back later so I can fill you in on the details, yes? Needless to say, I also have a special something for... Here's a token of thanks for your services. As for now, I must prepare for the festival. In the meantime, could I trouble you to lead these little fellows through the streets and join them in handing out eggs to the townspeople? If my dreams are any guide, I'm sure will bring no end of smiles to one and all. Yeah, chicken. And Bunny. And everybody. Well, aren't we all so eager? That's what I would like to see. And with that, I'd best be putting the final decorative touches on these eggs. Whenever you're ready, just say the word. Cool. I will. Are they ready now? Okay, anyways. Ready to start hanging out? Yes. By the markets. But no, I guess the markets, since they're closest. Hello. Oh, isn't that nice? Hey! That guy. Two kids and kid but not kid. Giving eggs to both the elderly and the youth of the world. A decorated egg for me? How thoughtful. There's even a treat inside. Thank you ever so much. Hey, would you like one too? Here you go, sir. Your efforts are sincerely appreciated. These seasonal celebrations bring so much joy to the children and myself, I confess. Still, I must say, it's been years since I've seen a traveler rabbit in the flesh. I've never would have expected to encounter one here. That's the name of it? What's that? The nonchalant is unfamiliar to you? Oh, in the north, they are more commonly known as happy bunnies. Are they not? They're said to usher in smiles and good fortune. Before that, yes, since much older times they were known as a traveler rabbits. They have the habit of showing up at your side unexpected, then vanishing off somewhere before you know it. I recall seeing one in the 12th wood when I was but a child. Huh. But forgive me, you have other places you must be. We can talk another time. Pray relax and enjoy the festivities with your work when your work is done. Bye. Well. Huh, so basically they're just like bunnies that just appear frick nowhere. And then gone like the wind. Welcome back, Soma. How do you and your little friends fare? Very well. Also, that's called the travel bunny. So that's the thing. And it was splendid to hear. At first, I fear that my dreams might bring only chaos and confusion to the realm this year. But thanks to you, I do believe we can declare this year's egg hunt a rousing success. Oh, but how could I forget? In recognition of your tireless efforts on our behalf, my fellow dreamers and I have prepared a very special hatching tide present just for you. And what is that? Hey, okay. Didn't I mention how I produced bayonets from the Goldsmiths Guild for the festivities? This is one of them. Sadly, it was completely lifeless from the moment of arrival. It seems its core had come loose and fallen and out on the way here. But would you believe it? I slipped in that crystal the little bunny gave me, and in an instant, its tail popped up, poofed up, and it whirled back to life. But now that just looks great. It's not as big as this, but you know, hey, I can live with it. I'm quite confident it will bring its caretaker nothing but good fortune and smiles galore. And I would very much like that person to be you, Sama. Thank you from the very bottom of my heart. Now that all the hard work is done, I do hope you have the chance to relax and enjoy the festivities for yourself. They're only just begun, after all. And should you find yourself in the mood to help us out hand out some more eggs, simply say the word. Yep, I will do that. It's great. Excellent, if you will. I am hopping for joy. Anyways, I'm gonna guess that this is how I get the freaking emote. Yep. You know, I just realized that I can't view that. Anyways, now we get the emote. We get this, and we get this, and there we go. Well, now that that's over, let's freaking actually continue our adventures, our new adventures. Let me just remove this and go back to that. Also, let me just there we go. So yeah, it's over here. Let's sprint to the adventure. Yes. Okay. Shall we begin? If I remember correctly, they're just trying to, we're basically doing a thing to help Yushitola, or Ayushitola. No. We're helping him with how to distribute the wealth, you know, the vaults and all of that. Yeah. Okay, shall we begin? If you are to spend the treasure wisely, we must first determine which group would benefit more from monetary assets. Some of my citizens may find it intimidating to speak with the satrap directly, so I would ask that you act in my stead. Cool. Soma, you are to visit Akayala and Yelamad. Speak with Matsuya and his people and listen to their grievances. Stinin, I bid you to do the same at Pakistan. I will be conducting my own inquiries at Giant Skull grounds. Cool. Once you believe you have asserted the needs of the populace, we can reconvene at Dura. I literally don't know how literally, like, all of these is like, some of them I can because they're actually pretty easy to you know, for me at least, you know, pronounce and enunciate, but then there's other ones that are just like, what? Man, I envy people that can just speak words perfectly and are very good at enunciating things. Meanwhile, me, not even close. Let's go around here and hello, Matsuya, you freaking greatest elephant boy. Oh, Sama, I was so glad. I was so glad to see you had returned unharmed. You finished with the boat, then? Yep. Anyways, how you like more money? And then the village desperately needs? Well, I suppose Casa Calsal loss hit us the hardest. I've been trying to find buyers for my fish, but although I sell a few here and there, it's so much more difficult than it was before. Everybody's still struggling to rebuild their lives. For now, we're just banding together as best we can. Okay, so they need a better supply chain. Not really supply chain, but more a way to sell their fish and supplies. Which is not something you can really do with, I mean, you can probably like, you know, have word of mouth and everything, but like, yeah. I mean, which is not something that money can easily do, but you know what? Whatever. Greetings and welcome, traveler. Now, if this is your first time visit the Thavnir, then you must try my special armor on Lassie. It refreshes, says cannot beat. What could such a wonder cost? You wonder. Normally, I part with 3 bottles for the generous price of 19,800 gale. Okay. But for you, I'm willing to go as low as 10,000. You'll be practically stealing it from me. Yep. Yep, still not turning a profit these days, huh? Times are harsh, my friend. The world may no longer be on fire, but we are still shifting through the ashes, so to speak. Sisters, spare me. We might as well have that ugly tower back for the scat few travelers we see these days. I myself barely have the coin to buy at local prices. I tell you, if I didn't charge the odd venture a small fortune after for afternoon tea, I'll be scavenging for scraps in the streets. That is true. Yeah, so basically, Yellow Mad is yeah, no, they're basically in terms of trade, they're suffering a ton, which, to be honest, that's not something that, again, money can really buy. It's more relations with other, you know, countries and stuff like that, and people. But hey, I'm not gonna pretend that I know how the frick the trading network and everything works. For support, well, it's in shambles, isn't it? The trade routes are open once more now that the danger has passed, certainly, but no small number of merchants have had to sell their ships to make ends meet in the short term. Add to that the sailors we lost in the final days, and it's little wonder the flow of exports is no more than a pitiful trickle. If Casal and his Cotorium were still with us, I'm sure he'll have found a way to turn our fortunes around. Now that was a man who got things done. God's rest his soul. You have spoken with the key local figures and gained an understanding of the populace hardships. Vashon awaits you. You report a mega duel. Okay, yeah. No, either right. There we go. Ah, my advice was return. I just made it back myself. Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is known? You could have flown across the island in a fraction of time. Astidian? The man's too big. The man is too big. And it will be awkward literally having to go town in a giant freaking train just landing in the middle of nowhere. And asking people, hey, so what's happening with you? But yeah, like, he's just too big, man. Be that as it may, the sight of a massive creature descending from the sky can be startling to say the least. And there are few places I can enter comfortably without risking of flattening some of cart or stall. Yeah, you're simply too big. He can't just freaking land anywhere he wants. So he has to go with this form. So yeah. Fair enough. As my inquiries, the people of Pakistan were unanimous in their reply. They are surviving. Resources were stretched to the limits when refugees were pouring in, but they persevered with some assistance from Yulamed. From what I can understand, they have always been an independent community, hunters and foragers in the lake, and I was assured that the jungle provided for their needs for the most part. Pakistan has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. I myself heard good news and bad. The quarrymen were curiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant's gold to a foreign trader. But such visitors are few and far between. Compared to our best years, the weight of stone leaving Thavnir has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated. Its prosperity depends on a steady stream of exports. We must identify any obstacles to the flow of trade so we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn in Akila and Yulamed? Same thing. Really, they're just having not that many traders coming in here and there. I see. Without a dedicated buyer, the average fisherman must struggle to offload his daily catch. Which is why I believe we should first address the lack of ships in storage of able-bodied sailors in Yulamed. I am reminded of a child as I spied as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when the beast sunk their vessel. So many variations of the same tragic tale, repeated over and over and over. So many lives lost. Oh. Yeah. Enough grief to drown in if we let ourselves be overcome. But we will not. Soma, Estinian, I will consider the perspectives you brought me, and devise a plan to help my people confront this adversity. Come, I would like you to be in attendance when I announce the proposal to my assembled functionaries. Okie dokie, Fritter. Petra, the new best dragon. Oh, he's talking now.
The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Al-Zadal's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need.
Which has come.
And lo, that day hath come. May it aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor. In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest his soul.
Oh yeah. You know, from the brief time we knew him, that man was freaking awesome.
Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly. Firstly, the treasure shall be sold for more convenient currency. Thence, invested into the trading port of Yedlamar. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt. Commerce must flow once more. None were spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this I am well aware. But an absence was created by the loss of Karazal's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen, our artisans, and others to bring their wares to distant markets.
Yeah. So yeah, they're gonna need to rebuild that as well.
And what of the children who were left without family to care for them?
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind.
Ah, yeah.
The simple gift of coin will soon be exhausted, leaving these young souls adrift on the fringes of our society. Nay, a proper solution is needed, one which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come. Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this challenge, adventurer. What dost thou deem the wisest course?
Oh, there was actually, yeah, brilliant one. I forgot which one. The taxes, levy them on trade profits in exchange for your investment. Takes a village. El Child Orphanage was funded through trade in highly coveted goods. Yeah. Understand. Yeah, it does take literally a village. But yeah, Outer Child Orphanage was funded through trade in highly coveted goods. Yeah, I think that would be like the best thing is to build an orphanage for them and then basically use the money from trade to do that. Yep.
We can draw on trading profits to build a new institution.
Yep.
Let us put this idea into practice. A contract shall be written, requiring all who receive of Al-Zadal's treasure to commit a portion of their future earnings towards the running of an orphanage. Now, such an influential policy is deserving of a worthy name.
And it's gonna ask me what to name it. Casal seems appropriate. Yeah. Yeah, something with Casal seems more appropriate. It makes sense. He's basically the one that helped everything come along smoothly.
Fitting candidate. Kalzal should be remembered not as the blasphemy which terrorized Daphne, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shores.
Mm-hmm.
Do any among you object to this proposition? Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. When I think of Kalzal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right, men?
Yeah. That looks like people agree.
This bodes well for that boy. Murad, was it? Perhaps
Murad.
he cut ties with that
Right.
shady peddler.
Yeah, probably.
Then let it be done. Henceforth, this initiative shall be known as the Kalzal Foundation.
Cool.
Nadine, thou art to assemble a patrol and ensure that no child in this city liveth in squalor.
Cool. So hopefully, it also depends, how they go about that. Let's not be, forceful.
See to the management of our funds and make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
Well. Bad. Yep. Okay, so they're in charge of the money.
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow. I'm reminded of Ishka.
Yeah, so they're like in charge of frickin' the money, and then and then they're in charge of literally the law. Anyways, but yes, that's actually pretty freaking awesome. Thing really that I'm gonna need, not. Nah. I can craft all of that myself. Bridging the rift. So we're gonna go to where your stella is now. Thank you for putting forth Kasal's name. Those whose lives he enriched will take comfort in seeing his legacy honored. You will forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Yustola. She asks that you meet her at the High Crucible at your earnest convenience. Understood. Thank you. Yustola must have finished her studies of the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? I will go with you. I guess it makes sense that he would also want to know what's going on with that. I thought the satrap would be too busy setting up the foundation. My clerks have been the well-oiled cogs of this administration since before Adwin's assumed the office. They understand what needs to be done. I am curious to learn what conclusion your Archon has reached concerning the gate unique construction. As you wish. Allow me to lead the way, Your Excellency. Okay. It looks like there's not a freaking aetheryte in the crucible. Okay, and I guess we're just gonna have to take the main aetheryte. Ooh, where is it? There you go. Now let us run. Run towards destination. Run to the greatness of exploration. And greatness of adventure. And whatever freaking inspiring thing and stuff. Anyways, hi Stola. How you been?
Right, here we all are.
Yep. What's up?
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the void gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vritra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
Looks that way, yeah. Okay,
We
so
know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics.
I like how literally the people that will always freaking be the one that like get to the point are Yustola, Astinian, and I think Alice. Because these people aren't freaking interested in freaking what you haven't found. They're interested in what you have.
Travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them.
Okay. Me know this.
Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
Okay. That was weird.
You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world.
Yep.
The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness.
Yep. I wonder why they just don't change. Why do they always refer to Graha as the Crystal XR whenever they're speaking of the first? And then just so it's convenient to so they if they ever go to the first again, they won't reveal his identity. I
In
guess.
that place, the laws of nature hold no sway.
Huh. Interesting.
Yet even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first.
Yeah. Yep.
The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
Then what of the many voids sent found in the source? Who guides them here and how?
That is a good question.
An excellent question.
Yep.
Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
Okay. Ah,
Such
yeah.
an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate.
Yeah, but also they also use these statues of the gargoyles to as a focus, I'm gonna guess.
The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact. Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
Yep.
Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch dragged us to the first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. So yeah, that is what happens. So they basically just transfer their soul.
And just as our bodies remained in
Yeah.
our world, the Void Sense physical form is left behind in the 13th.
Yep.
Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
Okay. So
You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
yes.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
Okay.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse.
Yeah. Huh. So then how the frick did they get it? Do it?
The boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile. So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
Yeah, actually, I never thought about it. Like, I never thought something like the void or void gate and basically the summoning of void send would be integral to actually traveling through the different worlds. Actually, huh? So yeah, huh? How would you be able to then also do that yourself forcefully? And why is it so fragile and so easy for that to happen? Yep, and there's another good question.
No, the danger is too great.
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
Adventure!
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages.
Listen.
Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant. you
It's like,
stepped
listen, Fritra. I understand and I appreciate the concern, but listen. I fought the little manifestation of frickin' despair. Okay? We're way beyond the all of that, okay? We're way beyond that, okay? I've fought armies. Okay, literal armies, okay? I'm okay. I'm literally okay with this.
I assure you I was most attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's it for me. I would definitely just go alone.
If I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
Oh, you're talking about us. Yep. Count me in.
Once again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands. That said, as much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
That is true. Oh yeah, we actually do have to get his permission because he actually has to open it.
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
You have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
You have a plan.
It looks that way, yes.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
That they did. House Daymir was overseeing the project.
Daymir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
Yeah.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
A man-made void scent?
That's... Huh.
Yes. Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daymir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
So great. Now we're gonna have to ask the permission of frickin' the Charlians, because I'm pretty sure regardless if they put like prohibited material, they still recorded it.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
Yep. The Groundhog's favorite place to see and sneak around. Yep.
Indeed. Numenon's restricted stacks may very well hold a copy.
Most definitely.
In which case, I say we head directly to Charlene.
So where's it going?
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves. See myself being of little use. Go on ahead. Still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Kalzal Foundation.
Oh, that is true. That is stinny and it's awesome.
Let us be on our way as well.
Yep.
They are resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
Hey man, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, let me change the thing real quick, and by that I mean the volume. So the music is not. There we go. And it should be like around that time. There we go. A little bit less. There we go. Cool. Now let's go. But yeah, I'm wondering where this is gonna lead. I mean, it's obviously gonna lead us to go to the 13, but is that gonna be like for like the whole entire story of this batch, or what exactly? If we're to enter the Nominal's restricted archives with a minimal fuss, then we must secure permission of the forum. First, however, we shall need to enlist the cooperation of a member of the to broach the matter on our behalf. What do you think might be inclined to assist us? No one's raised might? No, because Fortuno ain't gonna do shit. Now he might. Yep. So let us head to the phenomenon and see if he's willing to help us once more. Yay! That means I can't teleport though, which sucks, but you know, whatever, it's Stola. I don't think anyone can complain by this arrangement. I see nothing wrong with it. Also, I think that with this, though, he will probably have a problem with it. Since, you know, it's literally us finding a way to travel to the 13. So, yeah. I should probably sprint just so we're not here all day. I apprenticed to Master Matoya at the age of 7 and labored under her tutelage for a full decade. I never had the chance to attend the studio. Okay, so she stopped at 17. Okay. Neither did Thancred, as I recall. Soon after Master Louis took him in off the street, he was put in care of another Archon. It was a righteous, in particular, education in the arts of espionage and survival. I sometimes wonder what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here instead. Should I wonder as well? Should I wonder as well? Oh, never mind. It's just I don't thought. No, we're doing that again. But yeah, you could have had, you know, tea at the last stand this one time. The afternoons with friends spent sipping tea and debating theories. Still, I wouldn't give up my time with Master Matoya for the world. The dank cave I studied in was about as far from the bright, airy halls of academia as one could get. But it was a wondrous, magical childhood nonetheless. True. And we're here. Monchine. I guess I don't know how to pronounce the name. Oh, visitors, and quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do for you? Pray forgive the intrusion, Scholar Ark. But we are hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Nominal's restricted archives. Oh, no furtive forwards into the stacks this time, eh? Yep, it's like, well, no, we don't need to do that anymore. I applaud this newfound sense of priority. Yet in all this wide world of comprehensive sincerity, what so compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden wisdom? We're trying to go into like the 13 world, or the dark world, to find to see if we can travel through worlds. Fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed. I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumptions is correct, the research left behind House Demir has laid dormant in Charlene archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this, Richard, what then? Surely you do not intend to cross over into the void. Funny you should say that. We are. That is, in fact, precisely what we intend to do. Yep. To what end, pray tell? To deploy a method of traversing the rift, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Sentiments aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence. I have heard, felt, and thought and endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future. And yet, I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. While scholars worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward. Haha, marvelous! An audacious proposal worthy of Master Montoya herself. And after hearing the whims and wherefores, I, for one, do not believe you would use this knowledge for ill. We literally have no reason to. There's literally no reason for us to do that. I see no reason not to present your request for the forum's consideration. Although your petition would be better received if you also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance. Yep. You're gonna really make us do it, huh? You're gonna really make us talk to Fortuno. God damn it. Okay. Why, Master Fortuno, of course. He can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. Listen. He will hear it. But that doesn't mean he's gonna say yes to it. But it's not at all, guaranteed. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there is no denying that having Master Fortuno on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well. We may pay a visit to the Levier estate and plead our case. One last thing before you go. I would consider it a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours. I wager so if you could see your way to indulge in old men's curiosity. Of course, Scholar Ark. We will be sure to pass any revelations. Cool. Well, before we go anywhere, I'm gonna freaking go and take a pee break. Be right back. Okay, cool. I am back. Hold on, let's just pull up the stream again. Okay, and we are good. Cool. Now let's go and talk to Fortuno. Fortuno. Oh, thou Fortuno. I knew him, and I did not like him. Alright, I forgot that Y'shtola is fallen. Damn it! We have to frickin' actually go the long way because we have Y'shtola and I can't teleport. I can't really complain. It is Y'shtola after all. And yeah, we go over here. Whee! But yeah, the first time I lay eyes on him and being told that he was the father or one of our besties, we say, oh, he must be a good guy. And then he disowned both Atlas and Alphinaud, and then we hated him for the rest of our lives. Until now. Now we are just more irritated by him. Alright, it's over there. This is the forum. Or Quatorium or whatever. But yeah. Okay, there's currently a conversation going on, and I feel like I have suffered brain damage by just reading it. It is okay. Anyways, hey, I'm here to not see, Millicent. I'm here to see, or Millicent. I'm here to see the other one, the less one. We come to speak with Master Fortuno. Is he home by chance? Yes, the master is in the residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. Okay. Sup, Fortuno? Oh well, Emmeline's would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not a social visit. You have some matter of important to discuss? Yep. I love that he knows that if we want to talk to him, it's something important. But if we're, we're here to talk to Emmeline's, it's just to hang out. I know that he knows, I know that he knows. Okay, so we want to travel to the, the dark world. Be it of a void gate, and we need research, and, yeah. So, pretty pleased with the challenge up. Can you let us in? Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. Scholar Montache expressed much the same in sentiment. I assure you will not attempt to circumvent the forum authority again, unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. Of course. I just love that, I don't even have to hear his voice in order to know that he just sounds defeated. Like, of course. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? For a brother who misses his sister, she was his guardian and his friend. A selfish hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from honor and suffering. But the brother has given up on the thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over a people yet healing from the flames of the final days. loyal to his duty while betraying the longing in his heart. 'Twas no vital mission, perhaps, reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue all the same. As one who feared loss, losing his own loved ones, and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. You literally have Graha here. Why didn't you ask him? You know he's here. It's like, okay, then we're gonna just direct you to Graha. He's there. You can go talk to him, and then he'll explain everything. But yes, I guess we can. Do not celebrate just yet. The forum must still be convinced. I will add your request to the list of today's deliberations and deliver the decision to you at the Bodesian Annex. Okay. So essentially, they're gonna vote for it and then basically see if they will allow it. Man, walking. Who wants to do it, man? It's so exhausting to walk, man. It's like so boring. Why do people walk? Why can't we just frolic? Run towards our destinations. But no, we must walk. We're almost there, and we are here. And now we wait. Hey, the two of them came. So, what did the forum decide? To be put it bluntly, Master Montoya has burned some bridges here in Charlie and insulted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that her student was the proprietor in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain terms, I might add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions. It's like, oh, isn't that the freaking Prince of freaking Matoya? Freaking no, we're not freaking doing that. It's like, and then I'm pretty sure Fortuno and Monteche literally said, like, yeah, but they freaking saved the world from literal calamity, something we couldn't have done. You ever think about that, huh? I was like, okay, fine. We'll do this one thing for that person, okay? Goddamn. That serves to silence the grumbles and strife a few spines, and it was agreed that allowing you entry to the archive was the least we could do in return. So yeah, it was fortunate that literally was like, yeah. So basically, both of them were basically saying like, yes, they saved the world though. So it's like we do owe them something. Yep. Yes. Well, I'm sure you are aware this permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor, and bid you a good day. Ever the same, that one. uncompromising, eh? But the very stoicism is exactly what Charlie needs to guide it through not one, but two exoduses. That's true. As much as I like to rag on him, he does have a good... I mean, he is a good leader. That went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamt up any number of schemes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes, and now I can simply walk in through the door. Our focus will be on finding out House Demir's research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. Please tell me we're not gonna spend hours there just because you want to freaking research some other stuff. Because I would not like that to happen. Restricted reading. You'll be heading directly to the archives from here, I presume. You presume correctly. Then you'll want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section. Exactly. Once again, we thank you for all your help. It was but my pleasure. Believe me, may you find the knowledge you seek. Shall we? We shall. You can leave your stroller behind the entrance a different area or by speaking the Okay, cool. We're going to where exactly? Oh yeah, the phenomenon. Phenomena. Da na na na. Amana. Da da da. Okay, now we run. Running. And there we go. The thing, the set of instructions I laughably imagine may actually exist, but yawns away from where you found me napping. Yeah. If I had known of us adults' third exploit sooner, I could well have saved myself days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must need be flexible of mind and look beyond the conventional wisdom. A lesson I had already learned, but clearly not taken to heart. True. Archon Yushola and guest identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Yes. Follow me, if you would. Watch your step. And please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged. Okay. So basically no fire. Which makes sense. This feels like we're entering a dungeon. Behold, unlimited knowledge.
Notes are to be found anywhere. It will be here. Let us begin.
Yep. Reading. Savage. Well. Let's go. Let us read what being fueled by jazz. Today, in a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren. Eyes blazing not with hunger, but with trembling. like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any moment. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seemed inconsequential, insignificant even. All that matters is the love I feel for this exquisite, transcended being. Though you tempted to read more, this does not seem to be the volume you are seeking. Okay. To be honest, I felt that's yeah, that's gonna not end in a wholesome way. I feel that's gonna be very lewd. Anyways, in the year 1564 of the 16th Austral era, the Mahasha summoned Ifrit, their patron god. Accounts describe being as a gigantic lizard-like being with a potent command of fire aspect magics. If we consider that primal summoning is an act fueled by faith and prayer, it is uninspiring, if not expected, that the resuming demi-form emitted should manifest the appearance and power with which it is attributed by its worshippers. What then might emerge from the ether should one who believes in almighty omniscience attempt the same ritual? Would the scholar himself grace us with his presence? Some other embodiment of divine sanctity? Could this man-made god truly be all-knowing? And if true, whence would such knowledge arise? I myself have many questions concerning the nature of the ancient world, with no spell to transport me back to the days of old. Could I instead summon a being possessed of the encyclopedic wisdom of every age, yet with no means to verify its pronouns? How could one be certain they were true? Though your mind spins with the possibilities discussing therein, this does not. Is this like, is this the guy that probably like built Alexander? Hey, probably, I don't know. Okay, let's the following pages detailed an advanced method of manipulating rift-spanning apertures as devised by the Nanhashna, the ninth patriarch of House Namir. We present these research notes for the faculty of Charlian Studium as both a token of our friendship and expression of our boundless admiration. Okay. Well, now let's just give this to Stola then. Have something you'd like to show me, do you? My apologies. I flipped open a book, a single book, and I was completely absorbed by the content. There's the book that we seek. Well done, Sama. I think you may have found our prize. It looks that way, yeah?
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damir's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about.
Yep. I wonder if this, could,
Among the ranks of the Void Sent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures. A talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations.
Oh, and that's the Void Sin that they created. A copy of one of these.
Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate.
Huh.
Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos.
So yeah, they did make a man-made version of that.
How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon void scent, has been discussed among academics for years now.
True, and we haven't even thought that. Oh yeah, we could also probably use one of these.
Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
Yes.
And still,
Because I was there,
House
but yeah.
Daemir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive.
Yeah, that would have been
It was
bad.
no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
Yep.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves? Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Better.
Wait, are we allowed to take the book out? I guess we are. I guess we just can't, show it to anyone. Yeah, that is not associated with us. As much as I would love to start crafting the Atmos, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we have a Hessian alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself into our House Demir project. True, our business here is concluded. For the moment, please pass on our regards to the forum. Your measure will be conveyed. Should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature, I will be here. Patron mode disabled. Security mode engaged. If anyone could help us, Nadhina can. I say we return to Thafnir and look for her at the great work. And let's just teleport there. Oh. Richola tells me you are pursuing a most fascinating study, and that you want me to be part of it? Yeah. I have no doubt you will be interested. This research log should speak for itself. Will it now? By the sisters, this is the mark of House Demir. I've never even knew such a work existed. You should. It was sequestered in the Numnal's restricted archives, after all. It was? But that means every word within is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right into my unsuspected hand? I can hardly wait to read it. Uh, Natina is freaking awesome. Do you think that Demir were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago? How many inventions have been lost over the centuries, I wonder? Not that you glance over the notes, what say you be to helping us build a new mock Atmos? I say yes, 1,000 times yes. Work on the Demir project that had even the redoubtable scholars of Charlian trembling in their sandals. No alchemist of the great world could resist. You're a woman after my own heart. Oh, and I suppose I should ask, what do you mean to do with this big mouth Celecrum once we're built it? To cross into the dark world with it. So there's a secret void gate, and it's sealed in the ruins at the bottom of the bounty. Today is a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of our man-made outpost is to expand this hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself. I think manipulation rift spanning apparatus is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then, by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. What you mean? Generally, markets provide the raw aquarium in pure water crystals. But I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astral infused water. For such a liquid, you will need to go no further than the font of Maya. The aesthetics of old ones favored the place of their meditation. The water which pools there now is known to alleviate the flow of ether. That sounds perfect. If you would be so kind as to fill a flask at the pool. Okay, cool. Okay, so they want me to go and get that water. And we're off. I'm so glad that I unlocked flying. Man, flying just makes things way easier. There it is. And there we go. And because it would take literally, I'll be like right here in 4 seconds. Meanwhile, I can be there. And that amount of time. Anyways, time to give this to Yushtola. Do you have that flask for me? Yes, I do. Yep. These are all, I mean, skill speed probably works better. And then Void Theory. Look who I came across. Stinian seemed in need of diversion, and we in turn may have need of his lance. Right then, now that our little party is assembled, let us make our way to the ruins. We will need Amatsea's boat again. Not this time. Once Yushtola informed me of our destinations, I arranged. Oh wait, no, is he here? I don't even see him. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. I arranged for a vessel to be made ready at Akalaya. Your Excellency is ever the generous host, shall we? Cool. Whew. I wonder what's gonna happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be able to summon and actually control it, but like, is anything gonna pop out, you know, of it that, you know, we don't really want to happen? Who knows? Anyways, hello. Give me ship. Yes, me understand. Yes. Yes. Cool. Cutscene.
The ruins alone were impressive enough, but I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty. It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
Yep.
What is it you're doing now?
Yeah, what are you doing?
There's something I wish to verify.
Okay.
The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Graha theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
Okay.
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
Oh. You're asking me, huh? Yeah, I guess send a familiar with the warding scale and see if it does not get corrupted, I guess.
Very good. I see you've been paying attention. As
Yeah.
Vitra sent his simulacrum, so too shall we rely on a familiar to bear the brunt of any unpleasant consequences.
Cool. Wait, so
now,
she
a
can
lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow. Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same.
Ah, so she's gonna summon her little water proxy thing.
I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
It's not exactly a fiend. Just watch, Justinian. Just watch.
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born. Water, froth and foam!
I'm just gonna. Yep.
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Oh, Stidian. Yep. No, I'm pretty sure that's just Y'shtola. The Y'shtola we have never seen before. That being said, from this point on, this scene proves that Y'shtola is the best waifu ever, okay? Freaking Hildia, Marwib, any other fucking stupid freaking waifu is now lesser. And it can no longer be denied. Y'shtola's best waifu. I don't want to hear any of that bullshit. Freaking, oh, Hilda's like the best waifu. It's like, no, fuck that. Y'shtola is.
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
That was freaking adorable. Yeah, that being said, we're both, like, I think everybody that's familiar with Y'shtola is 100,000,000% utterly confused. And that was adorable.
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate.
Just gonna, there we go. I just like how she looks very defeated.
I only wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual.
I, for one, don't.
In any case, these two should serve as well.
Cool.
This one will bear a warding scale. And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption. If I could impose upon you to open the gate, Your Excellency?
Again, I love that he's just dumbfounded. Like 100% just doesn't know what's going on in the world right now.
Ah, yes, of course.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through
Yep,
while we conduct
that
our
is true.
experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nadana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
Yeah. Froth and foam. Froth and foam.
Oh, are you volunteering to join the Nixies? I could shrink you down, you know.
I'm just gonna take a lot of freaking screenshots. I don't care, but like, hey, you know what? I might want that to happen, but you know what? It's not the time. But you know, yeah, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that right now. This is
Let us begin,
yep.
shall we?
Oh my gosh. Yep. Again, best waifu ever. Does not even.
Nixies?
Yeah,
Into
no.
the void.
None come close. Yeah, no, this is like one of the greatest scenes of all time. Of all, you know, yeah, it's like, it's just, it's freaking fantastic, really. Okay, now let's see what the frick happens. I like how she's waiting there with, like, so much anticipation. And with utter giddy of what's gonna happen.
I think we've waited long enough.
True.
Nixies, return to my side.
Oh yeah, no, that one does not look good at all. I feel bad for that Nixie though.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
Yeah.
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
Oh Jesus.
They're coming through.
In the name of Al-Zidal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Okay. Well, that was close.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
Yep. That being said, we know that the warding skills work.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent.
Mm-hmm.
The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Well then.
Graha's theory was correct then.
It looks that way.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation.
Oh, I guess so. That means that it will, as long as it works, you're safe. But like it can deteriorate over time. Huh.
It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently.
Yeah. So I think the thing we might want to do is make it differently. Just so it.
May need to modify the warding skill's
Yeah.
design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
Mm-hmm.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Well.
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives. The 13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness.
Mm-hmm.
In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void.
Mm-hmm. Which is that? Another thing about it, is that the first world that they basically tried to manipulate and basically just force a rejoining then and there? Because that's probably the case.
You remember Unakal?
Oh right,
the unusual
yeah.
child we met during our troubles with the Warring Triad. He explained the fate of the 13th thus.
Yeah, he was the hero of the 13, but he yeah, obviously unfortunately failed.
The champions of that ill-fated world used the stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals. But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether. By the time anyone thought to oppose them, Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness.
Oh, and that might be the people that we saw, or the guy that we saw before. He's probably one of the heroes in those different elemental, pillars or stakes or whatever they are. They're probably also part of those. There were those heroes as well. So that's probably what happened to them.
It was Elidibus, as I recall, who rescued Unakalhai's spirit from his final battlefield. But I wonder if there were others whom the emissary saved from oblivion.
Probably. Oh yeah, the barmaid and the One Ring. Yeah. Her.
The server, Ciela, wasn't it? And you say she was another of Elidibus's pawns?
Yep. He was also part of the 13. Oh, okay. So this side quest basically,
So Ciela, or rather Silver, was beguiled by the same dreams of heroism as Unakalhai.
yeah. Okay, so that's why that quest line. I see. So that's why that side quest was in the game. So it would actually tie back to that. Okay.
And what of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition?
Well, let's just say I had to fight a lot of monsters. It was dark. A lot of temples and a lot of floating islands. And also the Cloud of Darkness, of course.
I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
Yeah.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Yeah. It's not a fun experience, but hey.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way. But first, I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
True.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos. Or I could if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives?
He really doesn't want us to proceed.
Your Excellency?
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
I wonder what he's thinking
We will
of.
see you back in the city then.
Yeah. What theory? And this is Satrap's duty, and this is probably the final one. Okay. Once Nadalin, then. Oh my gosh. Not Ina. The season replicating the Mach Atmos, the door into the 13 will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? I realize this is more my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I have no interest in visiting the void myself. Might we discuss this later? There's something I must do first. Which is, he's gonna go and talk to Frithra. Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nexus ritual. Shall we proceed to our preparations then? As we saw, the warning skill can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of ethereal corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman durability will need to be improved if it is to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time. And I think that this is a problem we can address without involving the bright but busy alchemist created it. Who do we know who excels at this kind of structure? Okay, it's like, bro. We have our bro Sid. Zebraco Sid himself is no stranger to void and its volatile energies. With his experience hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks could strengthen the warring skills. Come, let us visit their operation in Raga Reach and commission their best and brightest. Cool. Oh, good. They just teleport me there. Doo, doo, doo. Soma, what brings you to the Ironworks? We have a commission for you and your president, actually, assuming he's available. Master Sid, certainly. I'll see if he has a moment free. And of course he does. A pleasure as always. I hear you have a good job for us. My God, Sid does not appear as much as he used to. Heading into the void to find a lost dragon. That sounds utmost pedestrian compared to your last venture. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after meeting on in that bloody mess. True. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation. Yeah. Here you go. It seems some manner of corrosion has set in around a scratch on its surface. Much as the void sends corruption seeded into Nero through his wounds, and in which case our best bet may be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? We have a coating ancient for strengthening trinkets and the like, but I'll be wary of applying any component which might accept the scale's delicate alchemical balance for safety to dress it in armor. Huh? Well, construct a protective casing, one utilizing metal alloys with a high etherical conductivity, so as to not impede the talisman's primary function. A suit of armor, as you say. Nero has compelled data on the 13th, so I have him pitch in with design just to be sure. If anything If only it were such an ordeal as to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear, I never had such a reckless employee in any case. We may need some time to untangle the particulars. Understandable. We know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. Huh. Okay. I think we can leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Let us return to the great work and see how Nedina is getting on the mock Atmos. Yep. Oh, and that one I have to teleport for. Okay. Great. So how goes it?
Ah, hey, Stola. The adjustments are going well, I hope.
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
Well, everything's going A-okay.
I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components, and I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial atomos. I then visited the High Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
It looks that way, yeah.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless, heedless even, in your determination?
My sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm. It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side. She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together. But I am satrap now.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Sir Estinian told us of your predicament.
Oh, yes! A stand in for the win! Oh, that's awesome. So he told them about what happened and yeah, that's awesome.
For centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self. Hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people. Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire?
This is awesome.
We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
Man.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet,
Now you listen to me, Varshan.
Damn.
You are wearing that face, after all.
True.
As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all. And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
Oh, man. Oh, man. This always manages to make me freaking bawl my eyes out. Jesus. It was so awesome.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy. And I hope that you and your sister can be together again too.
Oh, man. Estinian. He's... Oh, my gosh. He's freaking awesome. To protect them well, you must take heart. Yep.
take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you, and here I stand, failing to live up to them.
Mm-hmm.
If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzadhan. My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavnair for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Take
Oh,
care
man.
and fair fortune, little brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
True.
I would not dare make you cry.
Man, it's freaking awesome. I literally forgot what the frick my keys were. Okay, you surprised me, Stenian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Vitra reach his conclusion. 'Tis for the greater good. The warm thundering sign were keeping his citizens awake at night, and had travelers believed the place wrecked by some unfortunate storm. That's freaking awesome. What of your own answer, then? You seem inclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Needhawk, his vengeful thought were my thoughts. His endless rage was my rage. And the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Radastra's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. If there is a chance we can spare Fitra that pain, then I will follow you. Any other form or science we should call on? That is true. I'd rather not bother our comrades with aught less than a dire threat to the star. We four should be sufficient for our purpose. Now on to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was completed, the 13 has been utterly succumbed by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdraw to safety after each brief foray. It would be more convenient had we some man our base camp near to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let us reconvene outside the Miradug. Duh. Oh my gosh. And so we will require super convenience. Might we make something available for our guests? All the chambers are precisely hosting the great mounds of treasure we carried out the vault. Once the foundation activates, activities begin in earnest. However, we cannot redistribute the trove and make a room or two ready for habitation. Good. Please inform me when you complete the arrangements. Oh, okay, so they're basically being used for like a treasure vault, but like, and then after that, then yeah. As you heard, we will have a set. You settle in Maghadura in due time. As ever, you are most generous, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in my search for Ashta. Provided comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our exploration might possibly take, or what our chances of success might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I am grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I will return to the great work and lend what help I can to Nita. And if your preparations to make ere we venture into the 13, now is the time. Cool. All I need is my armor and my lance. Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. You know what this means to me, Soma, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We are headed to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience, for you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart. This I know. Okay, and crit, and we're good. And I'm pretty sure that means we are done. Yeah, except for this cutscene. Okay, cool. Meanwhile, in the 13. So I'm gonna guess in the next patch, we're gonna have to go in there and fight whatever that is, or whatever can happen. So who is that? Okay, that is definitely creepy.
Unless I am returned. To be swallowed, bereft of senses.
Light paths on walking adventures spur plus quickening spirit stir. Pulses quickening spirit stir. Yep, and like that, we are done. Cool, newfound adventure. Now, gotta say, I don't know who that is, but obviously I'm leaning towards Xenos, basically becoming a void scent, which would make sense. But that doesn't sound like that. But at the same time, he did say that, you know, finally back to, you know, a place where there's no heroes or saviors. So might not be. I have no idea. And also, I'm just walking, just not even thinking of where to go. But yeah. Yeah, no, that was actually a pretty fun story, and I am wondering what is gonna be the next thing, because like we're clearly, I think probably next expansion, we're gonna probably travel to. Well, actually, no, not next expansion. I mean, these next batches, we're gonna be traveling through the 13, and then finding whatever is there. And then I think next expansion we're gonna go and see the different worlds, or go to one particular world and also visit some other islands and stuff. Well then, so yeah, and I believe I will end it here for today. Tomorrow, actually, I'm not even gonna say tomorrow. Next time, I'm gonna finish the Alliance side quest or quest line and whatever. So that's the thing. And if we finish early, then afterwards we're gonna play some more Elden Ring. Yeah. And also, I'm just gonna say this, but if anybody is like on the fence of playing PvP in Final Fantasy 14, gotta say, now is the time to play it because it's freaking fun. It's actually fun now. Like literally, whenever I played like Crystal Conflict, like it's an in and out thing where it's just like you just have 5 minutes, probably like 5 minutes plus, but basically it's just quick, and the PvP system is fun by itself. It's freaking awesome, and it's not as confusing as it was before, in my opinion. And it's just fun. If you will literally have nothing else to do in between patches, freaking PvP. Just saying, it's there. It's freaking fun, and you get pretty freaking awesome glamour from it, since you know the Garo event is now a thing again. So yeah, but I digress. If you liked what you saw, then subscribe, get notified of me, you know, whenever I'm live. Like if you like this this stream, and comment whatever under, you know, you want. You know, whether it be of the story, of how much I suck, or just anything in general. And with that, I wish you to be safe, stay good, and obviously, if you're watching this at any point in time other than at the time right now, have a good morning, have a good day, and have a good night. And I'll see you next time.